Hi there, welcome back to Riddle. In this clip, we're going to create a short text block, which will be linked to this question that we just had with favorite day at the office. So for example, I've picked Monday, and when I click on choose and go to the next block, it now asks me, why is Monday your favorite day? So this is using a variable, meaning that whichever day your audience picked, the question now will refer to that day. So let's go into the creator and set that up. Click on add a block and choose short text. Then I'm going to put in the question, why is your favorite day? And where I've left a blank here after is, I now need to put in this variable. The way I do that is by clicking on the three dots here, clicking on variables, and then selecting under block answers the answer for what's your favorite day. And now it will pull the data from the previous answer into this question here. So I'll show you how that looks. And now you can see here, Monday has been input into that question. Okay, I'd like to edit it a little bit in terms of what it says here. Under form content, I would like to get rid of that text here. Click on preview, and now you can see there is no text pre-filled into this answer field here. You could write your reason and then type something here, then it would look something like that. Yeah, you've got the title on the left and the instructions here, and as you start typing, those instructions go away. I'd like to keep it with the label but get rid of the field instructions. Okay, let's test this out in our live riddle. Here I'm going to choose Monday as my favorite day, and now here this question comes up with the word Monday in it. So that would change to whichever day I had chosen in the previous block. Okay, let's look at a few settings for this short text block. Click on the options icon as always. And the form options are the settings I'm most concerned with here. I could enable pre-filled text, which allows me to set up a variable via the data layer and then input it here so that I could use pre-filled text that the audience has already put in somewhere else and they don't have to put it in again, allowing you to get more answers and get them more efficiently or more quickly because the audience don't have to think about what they would put in there. Okay, but in this case I don't have a variable that I'm going to set up, so I would like to disable that again. I'm happy that the skip button is disabled, so I'll leave that. And what I'd like to look at now are these two things here, advanced validation options and the response required text. So by default, the response required text would be, so if I just type something in randomly, delete it. Okay, it says this field is required, but if I want to change this text, I can write something else in here, response required. For example, we really want to know why, for example. And now, in the preview, if I type whatever and delete it, it says this error message now. So that's where you can set that up. Now, under advanced validation options, this allows you to set something up with the regex key. So whether it's that you want it to be a specific format, whether it's you've asked for someone's telephone number and you want it to only come from the US, whether it's a certain combination of email addresses, whatever it is, you can then put that key in here, put in the validation message here to show them that it's correct or not correct, and also put in a character limit. So whether it's a phone number and it should only be a certain number of digits, whether it's a message and you don't want it to be too long, you could also do that. So in this case, for example, I don't have a regex key that I want to put in, but I want to make sure the answer isn't too long. And so, I don't know, let's say it should be maximum 50 characters. And then in that preview, I can type lots of things in here, but I can't it can't be longer than 50. Okay, so it really allows them, or makes sure they only give a short answer, which is what you wanted here. If you want it to be longer, of course, you could change this to a long text version of this short text block, or you could make this character limit longer. So that's our short text block. I'll see you in the next clip for another type of block for our poll.